Let's do a simple recap. Let's do. So last week I talked about Google Ads and I explained it to you the difference between the campaign objectives in Google Ads. That this campaign objective is different from that campaign objective. So I also explained what assets are in Google Ads. So how many of you can say what assets are in Google Ads? All right. Please unmute your mic. You can unmute your mic. Mohammed, you can unmute.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So, we discussed about asset. In which you said there are just like um what you need in creating art. For example, the art copy, the art creative, all these images or videos, the captions and other stuff that people will see as the art. For example, let's say you are promoting maybe a product, so you need to add video or any form of flyer just to represent the ad. So what people will see is actually the ad set.
Good, 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 good. So that's what asset is. So I also explained keywords. So what did I say keywords are? Keywords. So someone should raise up their hand. Keywords. I want someone else to speak. Adesola, keywords.
Keywords are words that people search for when they are looking for a particular thing in your niche. For example, let's say I type in menswear in Akure. So something like that should appear under your ad when you are doing, so that by the time people check for you, you are easily findable. That's what I understand.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right. All right, that's good. That's very, very good. So I also explained that. Let me go to the wrong page. I also explained that under like before you create an ad, you'll be able to see different types of options. And number one is what this ad. So tell me one or two things about the search ad. So who can enlighten us on that one? Just use up your hand. Search ad. Shola, do you want to say anything? Yes, who you are.
Yes, special is that ad that when you type it on Google, the ad we show we pop up when somebody is searching on Google. So that ad we pop up we come out.
Yes, that's search ad. All right, all right. What about video ad?
Video is just YouTube. Hello, sir.
Mr. Thomas, do you want to say something? All right. I said something about shopping ads. What about shopping ads? Shopping. All right, Thomas, you want to say something?
Okay. Okay, those are ads that appear on a platform where you can place order from, like to buy clothes.
All right. They make it easy for one to shop or easily purchase an item. All right, that's good. What about demand gen? I know some of you might know, might put your hand down. I mentioned demand gen. Demand gen. Okay, Mr. Shola, who you are?
Demand gen is the ad that we show on on Gmail and YouTube.
Good. Did you show on Gmail, YouTube, and Discovery? All right, that's very good. That's very, very, very good. So, out of performance marks, who can say something about performance marks? Let me call someone else. Let me open the queue. Someone should raise up their hand. Performance marks. Okay, Mr. Kennedy.
Good evening, sir.
Good
So
evening.
performance marks has to do with advertising on multiple platforms.
Good. So it will display across Gmail, Google search,
YouTube
YouTube, and the rest of them. That's very, very, very good. So it is good that you understand all of this. It is very, very good that you understand all of this. So if you are new, I would suggest you watch the previous videos that I shared in the group so I can catch up. So remember I said there are two fundamental things when it comes to running Google Ads. I said number one is what? If you can remind me, two major things that are most important. Number one is what? Can remind me. Mr. Kennedy.
Should I try? I don't know.
Sorry, it was a mistake.
Okay. Thomas, you want to say something?
Let me try. I think your ad go is one of them.
So like you want to say something?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think conversion and keyword.
Magnificent. I said your what? Conversion action and your keyword. So your conversion action is precisely telling Facebook, for example, this is my
I
site.
never go to the clue. I don't know. I cannot do. No, they are things where they teach or they are passing that.
Or you mute your mics. Good. I don't want to mute. I muted it from this side. For example, this is your site. That conversion tells Facebook, look, oh, this is the particular button I want users to click. And if they don't click this button, do not charge me. So if they click this button, charge me. But if they do not click this button, do not charge me. So that's what we determine what Facebook will, Google will charge for conversion or per conversion. That's conversion action. So you can say if they click this, or let me scroll down to show another button. If they click this, you can say, okay, that's lead. So they will charge you per lead for every person that clicks this. That is why it is good to set up what conversion action. Because you don't want Google to be charging you per link clicks or landing page views, as we call it on Facebook. You don't want them to be charging you for traffic. You want them to be charging you for conversion. So they will optimize the ad for what? Conversion. So number two, keywords. That's what will make them know precisely what your ad is about or what your product is about. So those are the two words, major things when it comes to running Google Ads. So how many of you have been able to set up conversion events? Again, how many of you have been able to set up conversion events? None. How many of you have a website? You can raise up your hand if you have a website. All right, I understand. But the good thing is that the knowledge is there. So it's good for you to watch the videos. At least watch the videos. The more you watch the videos, the more you digest these things and understand them better. So let's go to Facebook ads. Now, Facebook ads is actually very, very, very what? Easy. But a lot of people do not understand the basics. So if you don't understand the basics, it makes things very, very complexified for you. You can go to the group to tell your friends that the class has started. So I said number one is what? Awareness. Number two, traffic. Number three, engagement. Number four, leads. Number five, app promotion. And number six, sales. And I said it is like this on all other platforms. We use the same templates to make it easy. All right, someone is saying, how much do you need to own a website? Well, we can talk about that later, but if it is the yearly payment for domain and hosting, it's about 51,000 naira now yearly. But if you want to be paying monthly, you pay for hosting monthly. It's probably like about, I think $2, 2 point something dollars monthly. Then domain is about $12. So look at awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, and sales. So awareness is what you want: reach and attention. You want brand awareness. You just want people to see your ad. So you're trying to tell Facebook that, look, I don't want people to take any action. I just want them to see my ad. So a lot of people make the mistake of running awareness ad and expecting sales. Those are two different things entirely. So some run traffic ads and they expect what? Leads or sales. So traffic, you're trying to tell Facebook that you need what? Traffic on your site, either link clicks or landing page views. So you're trying to tell Facebook you need what? Link clicks, landing page views, or Instagram profile visit. And there's another one. You want traffic to your Messenger, Instagram, or WhatsApp. So I think it's amazing. So if you choose Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp under traffic ads, you should not compare the results that you get to when you choose Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp under leads ads. Those are two different things entirely. Here you are saying you need traffic, so you get a lot of traffic. So the people that will buy might be zero, but you get a lot of traffic. Yeah, the people that will engage will be a lot, and some might buy. Yeah, the people will contact you with the intentions of what? Buying. So that's for leads. For sales, this is what? Getting high intent customers or potential customers. So now, the question is, should you always run sales ads? No. Like I said, there is traffic, engagement, leads, and sales. Some people sell with engagement ads, some sell with leads ads, some sell with sales ads, depending on how expensive your product is. Less expensive, kind of expensive, very expensive. Less expensive, somehow expensive, very expensive. So how many of you understand that? If you understand that, just put your hands up. If you understand that, just put your hands up. That's magnificent. So sales, I usually suggest sales for people who want to sell very expensive products, or people who have e-commerce websites where on the site users will buy. You literally buy and pay with their cards on the site. Sales. Why? Is because it brings high intent users or high intent audience. Then leads, it brings people that you have to follow up on. It brings people that are interested, but you have to follow up on them. Engagement, these people are the ones that are like, they are interested. interested. If you run ads, you see interested. So these people are engagers, they engage. So maybe 10%, 5% might buy, but some of them will buy. If your product is actually very, very affordable and it's something that is maybe you are selling at a lesser price compared to the general market, engagement as is good, you will get a lot of people at a very small price. So the way they arrange it like this, that's the way the cost is. As you're going down like this, it becomes more expensive. Awareness ads, very, very cheap. Why? Because you're getting awareness, very, very cheap. Traffic ads, you'll be getting a lot of traffic at a very, very small amount, but they are not high intent customers or potential customers. Why engagement? It is not expensive, but it's not as cheap as traffic and awareness. Leads, that's when it now becomes somehow expensive. Sales, expensive. So the price that you'll be paying per conversion for traffic is different from the price that you'll be paying per conversion for sales. They're two different things entirely. The price you'll be paying per conversion for leads is different from the price you'll be paying per conversion for sales. And some people might get lucky. Now, let me tell you something that optimizes your ad. Number one is clear message, which I call the text you use, the ad copies you use. Are you portraying a clear message, and is it grabbing enough? Is it mind grabbing enough? So you need to use a copy, the flyers you use or the photo you use, the headline you use, they need to be mind blowing such that they grab people's attention and they actually communicate with them the value. So you need to be able to communicate value with just your headline and the flyer or the video you use. So that way you can what? Drive down price per conversion. So I usually tell people that, and it's a fact, that the more conversions you have, the lesser the price per conversion. That's just exactly how it works. And why is because if your ads, if Facebook notices that their customers like your ads, they will show it to more customers. And that's exactly how it is. You can't blame them. Because it will make their customers happy if they want a solution to something and they were able to find it on Facebook, even though it's an advert, but they were able to find it on Facebook. So let's try to run a leads ad. Now, before you run ads like leads and sales, let me explain something. Let me click continue. I will select manual leads campaign. So let me name this one testing talks 2. So firstly, you name your campaign, then you click next. So once you go on the group to tell people that the class has already started, then they'll start to ask for the video. Or anyways, the video will be provided. So can you see conversion location? There's website and calls. Now, some people might be wondering, why would you want website and calls? Why is because there are different types of customers. Some people want it fast. Like, oh, I've seen this thing. Hello, I just saw your ad now. There are some people that are like that. While some people like to take time. So when you choose website and calls, it balances both what audiences or both type of audience. The one that likes to take it gradually and the one that wants it now. Now, instant form. You might be wondering why instant form. Let me tell you why instant form. Instant form, you'll be able to get a lot of leads. Now, this is for people that are into good service business. Oh, you want service business? Instant form is actually very, very great because you'll be able to follow up on these leads. Because for them to what, fill the form, that means they're interested. So let me break something down for you. And I want you to write this thing down. I call it less clicks conversion. It's a trick. And I've mentioned it before, I don't know if you can remember, that when drafting a sales funnel for your marketing campaign, you should make your customers or potential customers have as many less clicks as possible before they convert. I was checking someone's sales funnel, and it was amazing because firstly, he asked the users after they click the ad, then they will go to a page, then they will click that page, then they will go to another page. Let me tell you what you are doing. You are narrowing down your potential customers. Because if 100,000 people should see it, and let's say 10,000 should click, and 10,000 should go to your landing page, out of those 10,000 people that go to your landing page, do you think it's 10,000 that will convert? It's probably 1 to 5% that will convert. So if 1 to 5% should click a button on that landing page, and you take them to another page again, you should be 100% honest with yourself that if 100 should eventually click that page to go to the next page, definitely out of those 100 people, about 50 to 70% will leave. So you need to make sure that people have less clicks as possible before they what, convert. So that's why instant form, people like instant form a lot. You know why? They click your ad, and guess what? When they click your ad, you will see the form, they fill the form, and they click. That's what, 2 clicks. I always say 2 clicks is the most your users should have before they what, convert. 2 clicks. I want raising up his hand. If you can hear me, raise up your hand. If you can hear me, raise up your hand. If everybody can hear me, you can see me, you can hear me, raise up your hand. Good. So what did I say? 2 clicks. So please, I want this class to be very interactive. I mentioned something. I said 2 clicks. Why did I mention 2 clicks? Why did I say 2 clicks? Why did I say 2 clicks? Someone should raise up their hand. And what did I explain about the 2 clicks? Okay, Mr. Kennedy, are you raising up your hand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
please.
Yes, sir. I was raising my hand. My hand is raised, sir.
Please speak.
All right. So about the 2 clicks, you said that's the best way to get far or more conversions, because the more the clicks, the more difficult. And you also said that if you make it more than that, even with the 2 clicks, we should know that out of 100 people that reach out, not all of them will buy in the long run. So you said 2 clicks. 2 clicks should be the highest number of clicks. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. So what should be at the back of your mind is you are trying to what? Get them. You're trying to what? Capture them. So there is this thing that a friend of mine did one time. So he was running an ad. What he did was that he noticed that when people go to the landing page and they click to come to WhatsApp, a lot of them will leave. So what he now started doing was that when they click and they enter the landing page, a pop-up will just come and tell them to fill a form. Now it's effective, but once they fill the form, are you counting the clicks? They click the ad, the pop-up comes up, they fill the form. That's what, 2 clicks. Majority of them will be like, okay, that's the end, and they want to leave. So it will reduce the number of people that will come to your WhatsApp DM. So if you want to balance things and balance things very well, That's where you come up with a sales funnel. Do you want emails or do you want WhatsApp DMs? Do you want people to DM you or do you want people to submit their details? What precisely do you want? What's your main objective? That's what will now determine what you choose here. I've seen people run ads to WhatsApp directly, and it worked for them, but let me be honest with you, majority of times it doesn't work for them. And some of you might be curious why. I will explain why to you. So I mentioned something about making it easy for your users to convert, but making it too easy will bring no intent conversions. So can you see the trick behind it? So if they can just click a button and boom, they're in your DM, how do you even know if they are interested? Because I have run that type of ad before, and the people that came to me were like, "Who are you?" I said, "Who are you? You are the one that came to my DM." They say, "I don't know you." I said, "You saw my ad, you clicked the ad, you came to my DM, you're asking me who am I? Did you not see the ad?" So if you make it very easy for people to come to your DM or for people to convert, one click, bad. 2 clicks, fine. So are we communicating? You raise up your hand if you're understanding. Good. So once you just do that, you just click palm and they're in your DM, you will get a lot of, in fact, you'll be tired. You will get a lot of people. And at the end of the day, none of them will purchase. Probably 1 or 2. When after you've gotten like hundreds. Because it will bring a lot of low, very, very low intent leads. So it's now very amazing that there is WhatsApp, there is Messenger, and there is Instagram Direct. Can you see that? So now let me show you something. If you scroll down, there is something about placement. I know you can always watch this video, but it is good to write down too. If I click edit placement, this one's already changed some things here again. Sorry. Yeah, advanced placement. I click edit and I select manual placement. Now, can you see the options that are here? It shows me Facebook, Instagram, and audience network. So I can say I want my ads to run only on Instagram, which is very dangerous, but I will explain why. I want my ads to run only on Instagram. Then I will scroll up here and say, I want them to message me on Instagram. Now, remember I told you that Instagram audience, they are more of higher quality compared to audience. You can remember that I said that. Raise up your hand if you can remember. I said it in our free class. And I said most especially that Facebook audience contain majorly elderly people. Facebook audience, elderly people. But Instagram audience, professionals, career people, business people, Instagram audience. So you'll be getting more quality audience if you direct the messages to Instagram than when you direct it to Messenger. Because Messenger is Facebook. Instagram Direct is Instagram. So I'm still explaining everything here. So here is balancing instant form and Messenger. That means they can fill the form or message you on Messenger. Then I've talked about directly to WhatsApp. I said you get a lot of low quality audience. So now let me ask a question. If I wanted to run ads for real estate, for example, I have land I want to sell, but I don't want it to be fast. I want to enlighten the audience. I want to what? Gather leads and nurse the leads. But I want it to be as many leads as possible. What would you suggest I use? I think just raise up your hand if you have an answer. Where would you suggest I run the ads to? Out of these options. All right, someone is raising. Okay, Mr. Idowu Nobu.
I would suggest you use Facebook, sir.
Okay. I'm talking about out of these options, this conversion location.
Conversion location. You know we are talking about using Instagram and Facebook. That's why I said.
I understand. Okay, maybe your network tripped off, so you didn't really understand anything there. All right, all right. Mr. Mohammed.
Alright. For me, I will go with instant form. You can ask people to input their phone numbers, names, and also email. And it's easy to. You can just one and two clicks. They will input all their details, and they will maybe contact you, or you can contact them through their emails or phone call, something like that.
Magnificent. Magnificent. So it is that what easy. So if you want to get a lot of
Sorry, sir. Please come with that question again and the answer he picked now so that I can get it. I don't think I got that, please.
I will explain it. That's what I'm explaining now. So if you want to get a lot of contacts, just what? Use instant form. And what instant form does is that what? Facebook will show your ads to them. They will click what? Learn more, or maybe sign up, or whatever call to action you use, maybe learn more or sign up. They click it. And Facebook already has their details. So Facebook will autofill the form for you. So all they need to do is what? Submit. So you'll be able to what? Curate and get what? A lot of what? Contact, a lot of leads that you can follow up on. That's why I would suggest what? Instant form. So the question is, if you are a real estate company and you want to sell land, but you want to gather a lot of leads, right? So that you can nurse them and keep educating them and keep sending them deals till thy kingdom come. What would you suggest that you use, or what would you suggest that the real estate company uses? And what I suggested, and what Mohammed suggested rather, and I enforced, is what? Instant forms. It's quick. They click learn more, all of their details, boom, already there. You just click what? Submit, and I already have their details. I can contact them. So let me now scroll down and explain placement better. So I said audience network. Before I even explain it, who can tell us what audience network is on Facebook? Audience network.
These are, sorry, can I come in?
Yes, sir.
These are some the people that place their order, this thing that place their, that Facebook advertise on their site. Like for example, now let's say you place advert on Facebook and your ad is being showed in this other audience, like let's say for example Telegram and the stuffs like that. Also, if I'm right, maybe I get it right now, I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who else wants to give it a try? Mohammed, because I've mentioned it before.
Yes, audience network, just like other platforms that Facebook can run their ads on those platforms. So sometimes maybe let me use autoresponder. Maybe you are using autoresponder. Sometimes you see a pop-up of some ads that you may have even seen them on Facebook. So Facebook basically collaborates with those applications or websites so that they can place their ads on those apps.
All right, amazing, amazing. So that's what audience network is. Both of you actually did very well. So
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. You are
Yes.
saying something the other time that whereby when you are doing your ad and Facebook, you ordinarily or as a default pick Facebook, Instagram, and audience. That some people will pick only Instagram. That is dangerous. It's like you didn't conclude that stuff, sir.
Yeah, I will still explain it.
Okay, okay.
All right. So please, before you talk, just raise up your hand so you won't be interrupting me. All right. So I wanted to say something like that. I didn't explain my mind. So please just raise up your hand. I don't want to be. So this is Facebook, Instagram, and audience network, right? So Facebook, it will run to Facebook. Instagram, it will run to Instagram. Audience network, good. So these are sites and apps that are connected to Facebook. So I remember what I wanted to say. Remember I talked about display networks on Google when we were doing Google ads. You can remember. You can remember display network. Good. That I said this display, that it will what? Display on what? Sites and apps that are connected to Google. Who can remember? Only two? Wow. All right. All right. Okay, three. That's fair. So that's what is just like similar to what Facebook has, which is what audience network. It will display on apps and sites that are connected to Facebook. So you might have seen an ad like this on an app. So that's what audience network will do. So like Truecaller, which one again? Autoresponder, Bible apps, and apps like that. So let's get right back on us. So the good thing about Facebook ads is that you can target a specific location, but they've changed it. Now it's people living in or recently in this location. Before you could target people living in. So you could target this one or this one, but they realized that no matter how hard they tried, the data that they had was not 100% accurate. So when you choose people living in this location, Facebook will still show the ad to people who were recently in that location and are no longer there. So you just people combined it and said, you know what? So now it is combined. So if I say I want to target Lagos, Nigeria, it will target people living in Lagos and people recently in Lagos. So even some people that have left Lagos, like maybe since January, they will still see the ad. So remember I said something about advertising. I said it is better to what? Be specific. So if you have run ads before for your business or for a product and you realize that there are 4 precise locations that converted the most, what you just do is what? Target those locations. Are we here? You target those specific locations. Let's say FCT. Okay, I think there is Abuja that I prefer. So you target the specific locations. Now, before we go to audience suggestions or interest targeting, let me talk about budget. So I've talked about budget, and that's why I like that's why I combine these adverts together, these advertising platforms. Oh, sorry, Gloria, raise up your hand. You can speak, please. Yes. Gloria. Or maybe it was a mistake. All right, so that's why I combine these advertising platforms so I can be able to explain them back to back like that. Because of the similarities, after I explain everything back to back, there is no how like 6 of them back to back like that, there is no how you will not come out quickly. So who can remember what I said about daily budget? I said something about targeting. I said something about running with big amount and remind us. Who can remind us? Someone should raise up their hand. I want someone else to talk. Who can raise up his hand to talk? You're all present. Or maybe not all of you, but some of you were present. All right, Mohammed, please speak.
So you said the more you spend on the ad, the more conversion you will get. You can't just compare someone who is spending 2K daily and someone who is spending 10K daily. And also, the more your ad is converting, the less money you spend.
Good, good. Oluwaseyi, you wanted to speak, or okay, was that a mistake?
Yes. No, no,
All
no. You also said that if you have an amount, for instance, if you have like 20,000, it's better to use it for conversion for within a shorter period of days than spreading the 20,000 for a longer period of days.
good, good. So if conversions is your objective, it is best to what? Run it within a shorter period of time rather than spreading it. Because if you are doing 2,000, you just look at this one is not serious. Because other people are doing 20,000, other people are doing 25, some people are doing 50 a day. So, and you are competing for the same audience. You are competing for the same audience. So I understand the grace and favor. Favor, it surrounds me like that. But this one is business for Facebook. There is no way they will prioritize you by spending 2,000 over someone that is spending 20,000. And I said what it is good to run your ads at least for 3 to 4 days. So don't just run for 1 day, 2 days and say, I just wasted money. Now you have to run the ad for at least 2, 3 days. Even Facebook will suggest it to you. First day, it might be like this. Second day, third day. So it's after the third day that you should jump into conclusion. Don't jump into conclusion after 1 day. I've seen ads of mine that started with like 500 per conversion. 500 naira per conversion. Yee! Just about 1 hour after the ad started, then it started reducing. By the third day, I was paying about 150,000. 150,000. 150 naira per conversion. Mohammed, do you have a question?
No, it was a mistake, sir.
All right. So you need to be what? Patient. Don't just judge the ad by, like you say, don't judge a book by its cover. The ad just started 1 hour ago. You're just saying, yee. Good. So now I like to balance my talk. If you start the ad and you see 5,000 naira per conversion, pause it immediately. In fact, that one, your money is gone already. It's not supposed to be that high. When you start the ad at first, it will be around 500 naira, 700, 500. That one is normal. Within 700 to 300, this is normal for a start. Sometimes it will not start like that. Sometimes it might start like that. But anything higher than that, just pause the ad. That means you've made a mistake. Or, like I said, if people are not interested in the ad, Facebook will try to finish the money quickly. And if people are interested in the ad, Facebook will show the ad to more people, thereby reducing your cost per conversion. So let me repeat that in case you didn't hear. If people don't like your advert, Facebook will want to send you away fast. So they will spike up your cost per conversion so that your money can quickly finish. But if people like your ad, Facebook will drop the price per conversion so that they can show the ad to more people. It is business for them too. So If you come here, you see my 3,000 naira. Let me even let me select. Sorry, I made a mistake. Let me select website. All right. For my 3,000 naira, it's telling me what 4 to 13 conversion. Then I come here and I put what 10K. You see that it will what increase 11 to 3. So for my 3K, it was saying what? For my 3K, it was saying what? Minus 10 or less than 10. But for my 10K, now they like me more. They are saying what? 11 to 32. Then if I come here and I put 20K, you see they will like me very, very much. I'll become their paddy, 22 to 64. Now, do not panic if you see less than 10. And sometimes I even put 0. Do not panic. Just make sure you do everything right. So why is because this conversion, in fact, I would suggest you watch this video again, right? Even if you are present in the class, to be good, just to refresh your memory. So why is because this conversion, it is what giving you an estimate based on previous ads you ran. So if the previous ads you ran did not really convert, it will give you an estimate based on those words ads. So if it is a fresh account, it does not have any what data. So it will try to what generate data for you based on probably other people's results. So you cannot blame it. So if you see 0 or less than 0, don't panic. Just continue setting it up. Just make sure you use good daily budget. Now let me explain the difference between daily budget and lifetime budget. Daily budget, the amount you want to spend daily, right? That's daily budget. The amount you want to spend daily. But lifetime budget is not as if so don't make that mistake of thinking it is the amount you want to spend throughout your life. It's not your own life, it is the ads life or the campaign's life. So if the campaign's life is from, let's say it is from 15th of June to 15th of July, that is the lifespan of the, for this entire lifespan of the ad, which is 30 days, I'm trying to spend 70,000 naira. Boom. Now, let me now tell you why I wouldn't suggest lifetime budget. And why is because your ad could be doing very, 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 very well. Once it gets to its end date, it will stop. Then you have to create another one. So once it gets to its end date, it will stop and you have to create another one. But if you set it to daily budget and your money should finish, when you fund it, the ad will continue. So I also want to tell me the difference between daily budget and lifetime budget, like I just explained, and why I suggested daily budget over lifetime budget. Someone should just raise up his hand. All right, Mr. Sholamu, you are. You can speak, you can unmute your mic.
Okay. You said daily budget is the amount of money you spend daily.
Yes.
While lifetime budget is the amount of money you spend on ads, maybe for the specific time.
Yes, for a particular duration of time. Good.
Yes. And you said that it is better one use a daily budget because when the daily budget, the budget will, after a day it will stop. So when you want daily budget again, the hard part, it will continue.
Okay, okay. Let another person speak. You tried. Um, Oluwaseyi, my namesake.
According to the explanation, you say daily budget is the amount of money you want to spend for per day, while lifetime budget is the amount of money you are spending throughout the duration of that um period of time you run the ad.
Yes.
So the difference is that the daily budget, that one, when the money finish, it will stop at that time. You can continue when you fund your account again, it will continue. But lifetime budget, it may not continue once the period exceeded and the ad is running very fine. It may stop because you fix it in lifetime budget, and when it stop, you have to rerun it again. But daily budget, you don't have to rerun it again to continue from where it stopped.
So it's not as if it may stop. It will, because that's what you
Okay.
said. Someone raise up.
Yeah.
So you did very well, Mr. Ezekiel Sonny.
Thank you.
All right. Hello. Good evening.
Yes,
Good
sir.
evening, everyone. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think what I want to say is virtually what everybody has said. The daily budget, of course, is just for that day alone. So if, for an example, from the example you said, if your daily budget is 5,000 naira, and you have maybe, let's say, 50,000 naira in your account, it means that it's going to be for 10 days. So after the 10 days, then the ad will stop. That is
Yes.
concerning daily budget.
No.
While lifetime
budget.
that is it will stop. But when you fund your account again, then it will continue. When you
So
fund your account again, that's what I'm talking about. Daily budget now. I'm still talking about daily budget. Daily budget, assuming that you set 5,000 naira per day, and you have 50, you fund your account with 50,000 naira, then the ad will run for 10 days. The ad will run for 10 days, and after that it will be suspended until when you refund your account again. But for lifetime, of course, the 50,000 naira can even finish anytime. Assuming that it is 50,000 naira is in your account, it can finish at any time, and as soon as the money is exhausted from your account, the ad will stop. Then you need to reconfigure to restart the advert again if it is lifetime. I think that's my explanation.
All right. Adesola.
Okay. Like the issue I'm having is that now, you mentioned about daily budget and lifetime budget. Now, let's say for example, I have 30K to run ad, and probably my daily budget is 6,000 naira. And I said A/B test. A/B test, that means that they will charge differently for the two ad sets. That would be 6K. So I expect that, okay, 12K should be enough for one day. But how about if it has not run for, so I'm expecting that, okay, 30K. If 12K run for one day, then 6K the second day, then 6K the third day. But by the time, like, the afternoon after the first day, that the money has finished. Is there, and you see that is like 470 naira per click. Is it that the way Facebook is calculating it, or because I don't understand? Like,
I don't think I understand your question.
like what I'm experiencing now, like what I experienced last week now. I put 12K. So the plan was to use the 12K for one day. So that I run A/B tests. Like, I run two different ad sets so that I will know the one that works better. Then I will now turn off the other one. Like what you mentioned in the last class. Okay. So now it's like after the first day, it was not even up to some hours. I heard that the money has already finished. I load it again. Then I was thinking in my thoughts. What I was thinking is that at least that money should a whole day should have passed before it's finished. How come it has already finished?
All right. So that's actually a very good question. So what I usually suggest to people is that look, before you run Facebook ads, you need to understand that if you say 6K per day, Facebook might want to spend about 7K. So if you say 6K per day, Facebook might want to spend 7K just to optimize your ad for you. So you'll be surprised that your money can finish anytime. Anytime. You can just run for like a couple of hours and it will be exhausted. So you can't blame Facebook. They are trying to optimize your ad for you. That's what they are trying to do. So in fact, once you set A/B testing, you are telling Facebook that you have money to spend. So your daily budget that you are putting for 6K, you might end up finishing like midday. But if you say you want to spend, for example, 6K on the ad and you put 15K, that's enough money. So Facebook will optimize your ad for first day, second day, and some maybe like a couple of hours on the third day. So there was this mistake I was making too before you ask your question. There was this mistake I was making too when I started running Facebook ads. I want to run 3K ads, I'll put 3K. It's a big mistake. Your ad will finish before 12. Yep. So let me now break the reason down. When you start running your ad, remember I said a couple of minutes before that I said you should run it for 3 days. So you need to put money there that will help the ad so that we sustain it for at least 3 days. But the first couple of hours that you start running that ad, you'll be surprised. It will be drinking your money. It will just be sucking it like diesel gen sucking fuel. It will just be sucking your money, and that's exactly how it is. The first couple of hours. So if you want to run 5K ads, don't fund 5K. You will waste your money. I've always told people, if you want to run 5K ads, daily budgets, don't fund 5K. You will waste your money because your money will finish before your ad does anything. So I wanted to ask another question.
Okay, like now if you are saying that you want to run ad with 5K, we should not fund the account with 5K. Like how much should we fund the account with?
I said you should make sure that the ad runs consecutively for at least 3 days.
Like now I'm talking about the funding aspect, like how much we want to, let's say now.
That's 15K.
But that is if I'm not using A/B test, Abi.
Whether A/B test or AC test or anything that you are testing, as long as you are running ads. And again, if you want to use A/B test, for example, you put 6K daily budget for 2 ad sets, that's 12K per day. Do the math. 12K, you have to fund 36K before you convince yourself that you're actually doing something. 36K. That's what will make the ad run for 3 days. Hope you understand, Adesola.
Okay, yes, I understand. Just that now I'm at a roadblock.
What roadblock is that?
They restricted my account.
When did they restrict it?
And it's a client account. They restricted it on Saturday evening.
I don't
Yesterday
worry, I'll send you something you can do to get it back.
because okay, this is what I did. What I did was that you mentioned about using landing
Don't
page.
worry. But
I went to your
about that
DM.
one later. Yeah. We'll talk about that one later. Don't worry. Don't let's
All
so
right,
Mr.
thank you.
Mr. Sholami, you want to say something? Mr. Shalami, you wanted to say something. All right, that was probably a mistake. So, like I was saying, when running ads, make sure you fund enough money to sustain the ads for 3 days. So if you are running 10K, make sure you 30K at least. So Mr. Mohammed, you sent something. I will sue you if I'm your client. Please unmute your mic to explain. Unmute your mic. Let the class understand what you wrote there.
Yeah, she was saying about she was talking about that restricted account. So that's why I commented that. But I have questions too.
Okay.
So as you said, if you want to, for example, I want to spend 5K daily. So you said I should just go ahead and put something like 15,000 for straight 3 days. But
Yes.
what if, for example, maybe I will just fund the account with 10,000 naira. After funding with 10,000 naira, while I'm receiving people, for example, I'm making maybe let's say I will make like 6K in a day, then I will add the 5K to the 10K.
Before it finishes, Abi.
Yes, yes, sir.
Good. That one is good too. The money should not finish.
Okay.
That's so I usually suggest it to people that if you want to run Facebook ads, it is good to just run it consecutively. But at least before the ad should stop, maybe your money should finish. Before your money should finish, make sure that your new ad runs for 3 days before your money should get exhausted. Then after that, you can be funding it, run for 3 days, 5 days, then your money will finish. After you make some money, you can fund it again to run for 3 days, 5 days, then it will stop again. You can continue to do it like that, probably to eternity. But the first 3 days of the ad, they are the most fundamental days. Are we here? First 3 days, most fundamental. The ad has to stay on for the first 3 days. So, I've explained almost everything here aside the audience targeting. So I explained something during the day one. What did I say is the best way to use to target your audience? I gave you a trick. Who can enlighten me?
Customer
Okay.
person. The what you mentioned was it like customer persona.
No. I said I call it the SPP targeting tricks. Omo Regbe. Sorry, I don't think I did I pronounce it.
Okay. Yeah, you tried. Um, it's the SPP. That's similarity, people, and purpose.
Good. Similarities, people, and purpose. So that's targeting based on what similarities, people, and purpose. So I said you go and write a list of interests down. So let me see if I can just quickly show you mine. Let me see. I created a list. Similarities, purpose, people. Let me check this out. Hold on. All right, let me create it again. So I'll show you a sample that I came up with, or maybe 2 samples. Let's give me a minute, please. So how many of you were able to do your assignment? I know some of you didn't even try to get it done. Sorry for. All right, sorry. It's in documents. Okay, yes, I have seen it. Sorry for the delay, my people. So you see it now. Just a minute. I just want you to. Good. So can you see it? I generated what? Similarities. Can you see my similarities? Then I said it also works for what? Google keywords. Then I generated what? Purpose. Then I generated the Google keywords too for it. Then people. Then I generated Google keywords for it. Let me show you another one. I just saved another one real quick. Let me show you another one. So can you see this one is very, very simple because it's not my niche. I'll just using it as a sample. How many of you can see my screen? Just raise up your hand. If you can see my screen. All right, that's very, very good. So can you see similarities? So let's say we want to run for a week. For example, we have already generated all of these similarities. Now let's go and search for it. I want to show you that it is not everything you want to come up with that Google will have or Facebook will have rather. They have skincare. All right, amazing. Let's check for hair care. That's why you need to curate as many as possible. Good, they have hair care and hair products. What about cosmetics? Can you see they have cosmetics too? Lovely, lovely. They have a lot of these things. So for these toiletries, let's say they don't have it because it's Dove toiletries that they have. So if they don't have it, you move on to the next one. That's why it's good. There was a point in time that I was typing in, and they didn't have a lot of the ones, but they did generated close to 20. So out of 20, they had about 15. So Gloria, you have a question. Okay, that was a mistake. Out of Adesola. Adesola.
Please, can you come again? I didn't get that. Oh.
I said when you are generating all of these words, interest under similarities, people, and purpose, you need to generate as many as possible because there are some that you will generate and Facebook will not have it. So when you generate, after generating a lot, you will come here, you will type it here, or you paste it here, and they will tell you, oh, good. Can you see chef? They don't have chef. Can you see? They don't have what? Chef. What will I do? I'll move on to the next one and check for the next one. Let's check for cooks. You say you don't have cooks. Let's check for cook. Good, they have cook. Let's check for chef. Maybe I was on that made a mistake typing chefs. Okay, they don't have chef. So you need to what? Create a list because it is not everything that you want generate that they will have. So this is my own list here for my own niche. Can you see? I generated a very, very, very long list. So I said you can target based on what? Similarities, which is what? Familiar products. And I said you can target based on purpose, which is what benefits, solutions, and what problems. And I said you can target based on what people. That means specific types of people. Now, let me go back here and explain something called A/B test. So the question is, why use A/B test, right? Like, what precisely is it? So I want to throw it out there to the audience so someone can, because I want to make this thing as interactive as possible. What is A/B test? Mohammed.
Usually, A/B test is very important when you want to run ads. This is done as the name implies, just like testing ads. You have to like run two ads just by changing maybe one or two things. Maybe you can target this interest and switch this interest. Just two apps and one ads, but just you are testing it. The ad will be splitted into two, and then you will test it and see which one will perform very well. So at the end of the day, you will compare which one gives more results, and then you will choose that one.
All right, so it's just simply testing two ad sets and the information on your ad set. So the simple meaning of ad set is what? Ad settings. So for example, I can say the first one I want to run it to website, the second one I want to run it for instant form. So let's switch on what? A/B test. Let's switch on what? A/B test. Now the difference between the A/B test and the normal ad is that for A/B test, you need to select what you want to test. You want to test different audience? Do you want to test different placements? Or do you want to test different, maybe custom, selecting precisely what you want to test? But these are the major ones. Creatives is number one. You want to test different, maybe you have one photo, you have one video, you don't know which one to use. You can use one photo for one and one video for the other. Or audience, you have, maybe you want to target one audience for similarities, another audience for what? Let's say similarities, one for similarities, then you want to use another one for what? People. You want to use another one for purpose. Or you want to use placement. You want to target one. I said placement before I spill the tea. Remember I explained placements. Give me types of placements on Facebook, because I just explained them.
We have the one for Reel, we have the one for Marketplace, we have the one for Feed, we have the one for Story, and so
All
on
right,
like
that's
that.
great. So placements, these are just places on Facebook or on the Facebook network where Facebook plays your ad. So someone just asked the question, does it mean someone can use the OSPP targeting tricks for one ad set? Yes, you can. But I'm saying if you want to test and say, okay, let me just use only one for this one and only one for that one to see which one will be better. But you can use the whole three for just one ad set. So what I usually do instead of using what A/B test is, because A/B test, you have to run it for a specific period of time, then it to stop after that. What I will just do is I will just come here. Can you see this action menu? Can you see action menu? Then I will click it and click what? Duplicate. I will click what? Duplicate and say original campaign. So you can say original campaign or existing campaign or new campaign, but I usually duplicate it to what? Original campaign. So I want the two ad sets to be under one campaign. And I will explain it better so you'll be able to see it. So can you see this? This is ad set 1, ad set 2. So let me call it ad set 2. Let me call this one ad set 1. So ad set 1 has ad 1. Ad set 2 has what? Ad. Let me just name it here. Ad 2. Can you see it? So this one is ad settings 1. This one is advert 1. Ad settings 2, advert 2. Now let me explain campaign ad set ad so you explain it, so you understand it better. So campaign is like the umbrella that covers what? Ad set and ad. While ad settings is what? Where you do all of the entire settings for the ad. While ad is precisely where you put all your texts, your photo or video, or anything that will show to the public. So this ad set is for the back end, the back. Only you is seeing the ad set. While the ad is what Facebook will show to what? The people out there. So that's where they will ask for your photo or your video. They will ask for link. They will ask for primary text and all of those. So that's for what? Ad. While ad set is where they will ask for target audience, conversion location. So ad set is just a short form for what? Ad settings. So that's where you use to set your ad. Then the ad is where you choose precisely what you want to show to the audience. So I also want to explain it in his or our own words. Just raise up your hand if you want to explain ad set and ad to me. Under Facebook, ad set ad. Just raise up your hand. Raise your hand if you want to explain ad set ad. So raise up your hand if you don't understand ad set ad. All right, so let me explain it better. So ad set is ad settings. So all the things that we have been doing since is under what? Ad settings. Choosing conversion location, choosing placement, choosing daily budget, choosing interest, choosing placement, and all of those. That's what's under ad settings. So that's where you choose precisely how you want your ad to run. Why ad is short form for advert. That's where you put your image or video or primary text. Simply what you want Facebook to show to the public. So when you are scrolling through Facebook and you see an advert, the photo, the headline, and you see learn more, that's what's under ad. While ad set is the settings that determine that the ad will be shown to someone like you based on the audience they targeted. So ad settings, they will set the ad precisely how they want the ad to run, while advert precisely what they want Facebook to show to the public. So now I want someone to explain it back to me. All right, Mr. Sholami, you are, please, you can speak. You can unmute your mic.
Ad set is the setting of the ad.
Good.
Yes.
What of ad?
Ad is just how to want your ad to display.
Good. Adesola.
Okay, what I understand by ad now, you mean that we can duplicate an ad? When you duplicate an ad, is the ad set.
Wait.
So
Ad set ad. Explain ad set ad.
okay, what I understand by ad set is that we can set if the set ad settings like the targeting, the kind of people that sees the ad.
Good. What of ad?
Why the ad? Ad is like the campaign, the advertisements
The
that we are.
campaign is set to Ad is for what? What you want Facebook to show to the public, your image, your headline, and everything you want Facebook. When you are scrolling on Facebook and you see someone saying, "Oh, this is my class," that's an ad. Ad. Can you see it? Ad. This is where you will choose what? Image or video, link, primary text, and all of those things that will display to the public. While ad sets is where you would set the ad. Hope you understand.
Yes.
Ad, what shows to the public. Ad sets, the way you set the ad. So who else wants to try? Okay, Oluwaseyi.
We have all said it all. I will also say that the ad is the information you want people to know about. You show to the people.
Yes.
Since you want Facebook to show the people to know about what you are advertising, why the ad setting is just like yeah, the how, where, when you want Facebook to show the people, how you want it, how you want it, where you want it, when you want it. That's how I'll
Good.
put it.
Marvelous. So, Mr. Idowu Nobu.
Ad set is just like the workshop, whereby you put all your settings into place, while the ad is what, based on what you have already done in the workshop. The display of what you've done in the workshop is what Facebook will now show out there to the people, and the pictures and everything. That's how I can explain it.
Yes, that's very good. Adesola, you want to say something?
No, there's nothing more to say. I only have questions.
Okay, Oluwaseyi. Okay, was that a mistake? You need to say something.
Yes, mistake.
All right. So, can you see now that under this campaign, we have ad set 1, ad set 2, and under ad set 1, we have ad 1. Under ad set 2, we have what? Ad 2. So I didn't go through the route of what? Doing A/B testing. And why is because you can only test for a short period of time, and after that, you have to stop testing. But when I run what? Different ad sets, I can later come back to say, hey, ad set 2 is what? Performing better. Godwin is just joining. Ad set 2 is what? Performing better, and I'll just switch off what? Ad set 1. Can you see it? Now it is off. So it gives me more power over what I can do, and I can come back and say I want to switch it on. So remember, that's the main reason why I said what? You should not use lifetime budget, you should use daily budget. I'm trying to give you more control over what you do. So I can also come to add, under add, and I say I want to duplicate what? Okay, let me first delete this ad set 2. So many of you understand the ad set 1, ad set 2. So I will know if I should explain it again. Ad set 1, ad set 2. So I'm saying you have 2 different ad sets under what? One campaign. Mr. Idowu Nobu, you want to ask one question?
No, you say we should raise our hand if you understand what you are saying. So that's why I raise.
Okay. So this is 2 different ads with 2 different campaigns, or with 2 different ad sets. Let me repeat that. This is 2 different ads with 2 different ad sets under one campaign. So one campaign is managing this ad set, which is incredible. So on this ad set 1, I can say I want to spend, let's say, let me remove it from lifetime budget. I say I want to spend 5,000 naira. That's 50. And in ad set 2, I can say, I'm not really sure about you, but let me just give you a try and put 7,000. Can you see it? It gives you more power over what you can do. So, and these two will be running, making it a total of what? 12,000 per day. Then I can come later and switch off one if I notice that one is performing better than the other. So if you understand, raise up your hand. If you understand, raise up your hand. Okay, you can put down your hands. If you do not understand, add set add, raise up your hand. If you don't understand, raise up your hand. Okay, I want someone to explain it back to me, so I understand what you understand. I also want to explain it back to me, or add set add. Let's raise up your hand, please, so you can explain it back to me. All right, Mr. Sholamu, you are.
Yes, you said add set is the way you set your heart.
No, we have passed that one. We have passed that one. I'm explaining like different ad sets under a campaign.
Okay, I didn't get that, sir. I think I'm lost on that.
Mr. Idowu, please. You wanted to
Yeah,
say something.
you said different assets under the same campaign gives you more power or more control rather than using the A-B setting, whereby you are restricted or it will stop on its own. For example, asset one under the same campaign, you can put 5,000 based on what you said. While asset two under the same campaign, you can put 7,000, which means you are spending 12,000 in a day. That's what
Yes.
you.
And if I notice that one is performing better
One is
than the
performing,
other,
yeah, you can switch it off and leave the other one that is performing better to continue to run. So you have
yes,
more control on it than
yes,
that's what you have
yes.
told us.
I can even come out, I can come here and delete it if I want. So it just gives me control. I can do anything I want. So now I have one ad set and one ad. Now the good thing again is that under this one ad set, I can duplicate my ad and have what? Two ads. Now you'll be wondering that why would I want to do this? I can want to do this because I probably have image and video and I'm skeptical. I don't know which one will perform better. So what will I do? I'll use image for one and video for two. So later on, I will be able to what? Do an analysis and say, okay, it's like video is performing better than image. Then I'll switch off this one. I'll just come here and do what? Switch off this first ad. Now, the good thing about two ads under one ad set is that, now listen to this, two ads under one ad set. If I put 5,000 naira here, the two ads will what? Share the money of this what? Ad set. So having two ads is different from having two ad sets. So two ad sets, remember I put what? Two different prices for the two ad set one, ad set two. But only one ad set, I'm only putting what? One amount. And these two ads will what? Share from that amount. Because these are ads and this is ad settings. And it is in the ad settings that I will put price. But in the ads, they are not demanding price. What they are demanding is what? My ad copy, which is my image, my text, and everything. So I'm trying to test which, maybe in this one, in ad one, I'll put one image saying, pay monthly, the AWOOF plan or something like that. Then in ad two, I will use another type of copy. I can put 5 different ads under one ad set, and the ones that perform better, I will leave them, and the ones that are performing less, I can come back to switch them off. So who can explain back to me what I just explained? Gloria, you want to, oh, Gloria, I have not spoken in a long time.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
It's because of my kids. That's why I asked to shift the class that time. That's why I don't normally talk.
Okay. Okay.
I want to ask question. When you said ad set now, because I just saw in the screen that you said there are two ads under ad set.
Good.
Eh?
Yes.
So does it mean that an ad set and a campaign is the same thing?
No. So the campaign is just like how can I put it? The campaign is just like oh, how can I put it? How can I put it that you will be able to explain better? Okay, now let me explain it like this. So this campaign is just basically like a container that makes it easy for you to put things inside. So inside that container, I can now divide it and say, okay, I want what? 4 spaces in that container. So let me use Canvas. I think there's something like Google Canvas where I can draw. So in that container, I can say, okay, I divide it into what? 4 places. So let's say this is our container, which is what's called campaign. Then I divide it like this. Now, what is here is what? Ad set, ad set. Then in this ad set, I can have one ad. But this entire thing that made me able to what? Have an ad or ad set is what? The campaign. So without the campaign, I will not be able to create ad or ad set. So let me do that again. So this is the campaign. Under the or inside the campaign, I have, let's say this is an ad set. The ad set is filling the campaign like this. This is the ad set. Then I can say, okay, inside this big ad set, let me have one ad, another ad, and another ad. That's 3 ads, ad 1, ad 2, ad 3 in this ad set. But the campaign is still the what? The overseer of everything, both the ad and the ad set. And without the campaign, the ad and the ad set would not exist. So the campaign is what? Different. That's like the mother of everything. So under the campaign, this is the campaign. That's where what? I will now choose what objective I want to use. So without campaign, ad set cannot exist and ad cannot exist, because it's after I have chosen my campaign and campaign objective that they will now be able to give me options for what? My ad settings. So campaign is what? Different. Do you understand better now?
Yes.
Hmm. So someone was raising up and okay, Oluwaseyi.
You can have an ad under two ad settings, and you can also have one ad setting under two ads. When you
Okay,
have an ad under two, when you have an ad under two ad settings, it means that you are the ad is sharing the money for the two settings. You are sharing the money for the two settings. But when you have one ad setting under two ads, it's just
two
only that one money they are using.
ads under one ad setting. Let
Hmm.
me listen again. 2 ads under one ad setting. Not
Yes, two ads,
yes.
two ads under one ad setting.
That means they are both sharing this what? Money
Yes, the money. Yes, they are both sharing on the money. But when you have two ad setting and one ad, it
each.
means the money is, yes, is different each.
Good. So Oluyemi, that was very, very good. Sorry, Oluyemi, you have not spoken. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, it's good to hear your voice.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for so far so good. I've actually been following. It's just that I've been in between one thing or the other. But based on your explanation, because I've had experience in this regard of running Facebook ads, and so based on what you explained a few minutes ago, you said ad setting, you can have multiple ad sets, and ad set is just like an umbrella that houses our ads. So, for instance, now, if you have two ad settings, ad set one, you can have multiple ads under it. And why do you do that? I have done it before. That is why I understand immediately you were saying it. I could decide and say, okay, my first ad one, I want to use flyer design. I
Yeah,
could say my ad two, I want to use carousels. I could
yeah,
say my ad three under ad set one, I want to use video. And
yeah,
then I'll say, okay, for this my ad set budget, I want to use 10,000 because I would want to give it a higher amount basically because I am multitasking, like I'm doing different ads under that ad set to know which one will actually perform better. So anyone that now perform better is what I will continue to run and stop the other one. So it gives you a better advantage to know what works best, because you cannot say, okay, flyer will work better until you have tried. You cannot say, okay, video will work best until you have tried. So if you are just starting out and then you want to actually know what works best, it's better to try out different things. Use flyer, use carousel, use video. However, in fact, you can even use different flyers. If peradventure you don't, you can use different flyers for different ads, and you can
yeah,
also use different videos to check. You just want to know, because if you don't check, a particular video might work better than the other, and a particular flyer based on the design might attract customers than the other. So based on this, you just want to try it out and see which one works best for you, and that is why you use different ads under one ad set. Then the second ad set too, you can do the same, or just leave it at one and say, okay, for this ad set, I just want to run one ad under it and see how it performs. You can be, you may not be sure which one will do best, but you'll be surprised that maybe that one that you even left at one is one that will perform best. However, if you don't try out different things, you will not know the one that works better for you and the
yeah.
one to stick to. So
Good.
that's just it.
That was very, very good. So that very much summarizes everything. So if you understand, let me see your hands up, please. If you understand, let me just see your hands up. Hands up. Mr. Shola Muiwa, you understand. Mr. Ezekiel Sonny, let me make sure everybody is taking along. What about Patrick? Oluwaseyi, Mr. Idowu Nobu. So do you all understand? Good.
I needed to stop. That's why.
Mr. Shola Muiwa, are you saying something?
No, I'm not saying anything.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Good. That's very, very good. So thank God this class was a success. So in the videos, let me just open the video real quick. I want you to start watching the Facebook ads part of the videos. But I don't want you, sorry, this one is taking too long to load. Let me find the, all right, that's good. So this is the, so if you have not accessed this particular course, you are not doing the right thing. You need to access. So these are the Google Ads videos that I hope everyone has watched. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we are in Facebook and Instagram ads. So can you see? You can watch these Facebook and Instagram ads even against the next class. So that in the next class, you just be answering questions like a pro. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 videos. And they're like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. So just for the next class, where we'll be concluding on Facebook and Instagram ads. So I've been able to break the ice here a lot. So by the time you're watching the videos, you'll just be watching how to set up conversions, how to set up pixels, and all of those. So if you have any questions, let me see your hands up. If you have any questions. Okay, Emma.
Good evening.
Okay, that's Emma. All right. Good evening.
Okay, so I wish to ask under the ad settings, when you divide two different ads and you put the same amount, will it run smoothly or it will be, because if it's a single ad and you put, let me say 5,000 or 10,000, the ad will run very fast for the number of time you have set. What if you duplicate it or you put it even 3 ads? Will it still run the same way it's a single ad, or it will?
It will run the same way. So one ad will be doing better than the other. So Facebook will now optimize the best ad and put more money on the best ad and less money on the other ads that are not doing well. So if you notice that, you can just switch off the ads that are not doing well so that you can optimize it more for the ad that is doing well.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Ozo, did I pronounce it right? Ozo Nwanwu. Sorry, did I
Yeah.
pronounce it right?
Yes, you did. Good evening, coach.
Good evening.
Yeah, come straight. Hello. Yeah. You got I understand what you said now. I understood the class.
All right.
Hello? Yes. Okay.
Do you have any? Okay, you wanted to ask the question he asked.
No. Where I have a little issue is the concept of running 2 ads under one campaign. Is that synonymous to the A/B testing too? Is it something like that?
Yes.
I just have okay.
So I said why I don't use that A/B testing is because, and I showed an example here, is because if I switch it on, for example, you see something, they say, how long should the ad test run? So you have to select a specific date. But I want it to run indefinitely till I would decide which one to stop and which one to continue with. That's
Okay, I get
it. So Gloria.
Okay.
Okay, sir. I don't know. I came in 5 minutes late. I don't know how we all started this Facebook ad because some of
Right.
I'm a novice in this Facebook ad. I don't know what the site where you went and started this campaign.
All right.
Huh?
I will share you the recorded video. And also, it's in the course too. So can you see introduction to Facebook ads? So I covered all those parts. So you can just even watch the course. All right. Did you hear that, Gloria? Did you get that?
Yes.
All right. Oluwaseyi.
For those who sell on ebooks on Seller, I want to ask, how can we link our seller to Facebook to advertise our ebooks?
All right. For pixel setup, right? I will share you a video you can use. Just message me on WhatsApp. And for Shola too, okay, I will just share it on the group. Shola, what you, Adesola rather, what you talked about, the restriction thing, I will share a video that you can use. So, Mr. Idowu,
So I still good evening and thanks for tonight. Thanks for tonight lecture. Hello, there is noise. Hello, can you
yeah,
hear me, sir? Yeah.
yes,
What I just want to suggest is that some of us that always like to go back to these videos, maybe offline at our time, because well, not all of us have the time to just sit down and watch all these things at a stretch. What can you do for us? If it's possible for you to send this thing on to us, maybe on a WhatsApp, or you give us a link where you put this thing, we can
yes,
easily access it
it's
offline
lifetime,
without
lifetime
without.
access.
You said?
Oh, you need to download it.
Yes, so that we can access it at any time we are
Wow.
having issue and want to. So that's the challenge I'm having about the
Not download,
lecture, the class.
but it's lifetime access. You can access it
Okay,
anytime.
okay. If it's lifetime access, it's okay then.
Yes, sir.
It's okay.
All right, Mr. Ezekiel Sonny. I think this is the last question.
Okay, coach, you're doing very great. Great. You are doing very well. Thanks so much. I really enjoyed the class. However, some of those videos or those questions that were asked in the class and all that, and you said you're going to send the video. Why don't you put them on the group so that most of us are also facing same challenge? The question one person just asked now that, okay, how can we link our Facebook
Yeah, I
with
said I will
sellers
share it
account?
so everybody will be
Hello.
able to see it. I said I
All
will
right.
share it.
Okay. Because
All right.
and I wanted to ask that question also, that how can I merge
Link.
my Facebook account with seller and all that? I've not been able to do that. So how we can marry the two and all that? Another
Yeah.
thing I want to ask, I don't know if it is part of what we are doing here or what we're going to do here. How can we write a sales page, or can we do a sales page of a sales page for our products that one can, where can one put it, or where can one host it?
Okay,
A
you
sales
don't
page
have
that may possible.
you want to get
I
a
didn't get that.
website. You want to get a
Okay,
website.
all right.
Is that what you do?
Now I just need possibly
I'm
just a sales
a
page
website.
where I can host a sales page.
So okay, there are two ways you can get a sales page. The
Okay,
first way to get a website. The second way is to
okay,
get it free. Now, if you want to set up Pixel and run conversion ads, which is leads or sales ads, which are the best types of ads, you need to get a website. It is best to get a website. So you can just text me on that one. I'll show you how.
all right,
So,
okay,
Mr. Augusto,
all right. Those are my questions. Thank you.
all right, all right. Okay, Mr. Nobu, Mr. Idowu Nobu, I think you have a question too.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask, using system AIO and WordPress, what do you suggest, sir, in having maybe using system IAO, system AIO, and creating a
WordPress.
website through WordPress? Which one
So,
do you suggest?
I've tested system.io and I can tell you that even though you set up Pixel, it still has issues with the Pixel setup.
Okay.
So it has issues with the Pixel setup.
Okay.
While WordPress is more straightforward. That's the one
Okay.
it's more straightforward and precise.
Okay. All right, sir. Because I just want to know so that I'm planning to redo my work, having my website back. So I'm now contemplating whether, because system IEO and system IO, you can set up your funnel and the stuff like that, catching up. No problems. I will get in touch with you, sir.
Okay, sir. That's very great. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. I believe the class was very wonderful. So I will share. Let me just stop recording now. So I will share the